Welcome y'all to Robyn on the Farm. Today I have an awesome skillet brownie recipe to share with you that I know you're gonna love. There is no reason to go buy boxed brownie mix from the store when you can easily make way better brownies at home using ingredients you have in your pantry. This recipe is made in an 8-inch cast iron skillet. You can also use a 9-inch cast iron skillet, or you can use like an 8x8 glass pan, but your brownie's gonna be a little bit thinner in that. And I've actually never done it that way, so let me know if you try it out and let us know how it turns out for you. But I love cast iron, and so I look for any excuse I can to use it. So I love making these brownies in this little cast iron skillet. All right, let's just get started. This is a super simple recipe. First, you're gonna need 1 stick of melted butter. Okay, so 1 stick of melted butter. Doesn't really matter if it's salted or unsalted, just use what you have. To that, you're gonna add a cup of sugar. This plain old white sugar will work just fine. Cup of sugar, just add that to your bowl. Now you're gonna add 2 eggs. I went ahead and cracked these eggs just so I don't have to wash my hands, but just add 2 eggs to your bowl. Now you need 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. Okay. This is just my Costco vanilla. Now we're just gonna whisk up these ingredients. Just give them a good little whisk. Super easy because the butter is already melted. So there we go. All right. So there it is so far. This is gonna be a 1-bowl recipe, so we're just gonna throw all of our dry ingredients on top of these wet ingredients. No need to get other bowls out and make a mess. So you'll need 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. Just add that right there on top of your wet ingredients. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Throw that on top of there. Now 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Not baking soda, baking powder. Now you need 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Any kind you have. I got this big thing at Costco. So you want 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Just throw that on in there. Those are all of our dry ingredients. So now I'm just gonna mix those up with the wet ingredients. Just give them a good stir with a rubber spatula. That's what I like to do. While I'm stirring this up, I forgot to mention, you're gonna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So now this is mixed up really great. See that? Looks good. Now I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. You can use semi-sweet milk chocolate. You can even use like peanut butter or anything else like that. So I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. This is gonna make it really good. And just fold those chocolate chips in, and that's it. Here's our brownie mix so far. It is so fast to whip this up, isn't it? Like I said, there's no need to buy brownie mix from the store. You might think it's gonna save you time, but it really doesn't save you very much time at all. And some of those brownie mixes are so expensive now. I saw a Ghirardelli chocolate brownie mix that was almost $5 the other day. So, and you still have to add eggs and oil or butter, so it just doesn't make any sense to me. Make your own and they're way better anyway. All right, so I oiled up my cast iron skillet. So oil up your cast iron or grease it or butter it, or if you're using a pan, a different kind of pan, make sure you give it a good spray. And I'm just gonna put this mix into my skillet. All right, now I got all of my brownie mix in my little skillet. You can see it's a real thick brownie mix. It's really rich and thick, and it's gonna be really good. So now I'm gonna pop this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes. I'd say, since everybody's oven is a little bit different, I'd say start checking this at about 30 minutes, and it could take up to 45 minutes, but I'd say just depending on how you like your brownie, because we like ours a little bit gooey, and a little bit undercooked rather than overcooked, because it just has more flavor that way. But here it is so far. I'm just gonna pop it in the oven, and hasn't this been so easy so far? So here it is. It looks so good, but you know what? It smells even better. It smells so chocolatey and so rich and decadent. Oh, it just smells so good. It's not even lunchtime yet, but I'm gonna eat this, and this is gonna be my lunch today, I think. All right, I'm gonna put some powdered sugar on it. Oh, I just love powdered sugar with brownies. When I forget to put the powdered sugar on, I'm like, what is missing? And it's the powdered sugar. I just think it's so good. So here we go. This is looking great. And doesn't the cast iron just make for a really pretty presentation? I just love the rustic look of it. I think it just looks so much better like this than in like a glass pan. But I think it looks great and I'm excited to eat this. Okay, I'm kicking myself because I don't have any vanilla ice cream right now, and brownies and vanilla ice cream, I mean, you don't get any better than that. But I do have some of this caramel ice cream and I think that is gonna work just fine for this. So let's see. Oh yes. That looks good. That looks like the perfect lunch to me. Okay, let me give this a little bite. A little bit of ice cream, a little bit of brownie. It's amazing. This brownie is so chocolatey, so indulgent, so incredible. There is really no reason to go buy a boxed brownie mix from the store when you can make your own homemade brownies that are 100 times better and only take a few minutes to throw together. So try this out. Let me know how you like it. I'll put the recipe for the Skillet Brownie down in the description so you can easily find it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for being here with me today on Robyn on the Farm.